Hello everyone and welcome to Module 7 in Week 7. We are nearing the end of this course. You have merely this full week and part of next week and just a few more assignments to submit, and then you will be done with your journey of issues in professional nursing. So Module 7. This week we will be focusing on healthcare reform, political imperative, health policy, and certainly, the forces that drive the demand to change throughout the healthcare profession and health policy with nursing. As usual, here are your module objectives, but let's focus on your to-do list as usual. So you do have 3 reading assignments that we would like for you to complete this week, in addition to the reading assignment that you will have for the discussion board. Your classroom activities, which, as usual, are not to be submitted for credit, but are to be completed for your own learning. We have 2 web lessons that we would like for you to complete. We would also like for you, of course, to review the nursing issue project guidelines, and then we have some poster presentation tips here for you as well. Let's see here. So we're going to focus on Part B now of the issue paper, because this is the part where you create your poster presentation. So please be sure that you're reading these guidelines carefully, because of course they will go into your grade and how your grade is decided on this project. We also have a very simple rubric here for you to follow with regard to what should be included in your criteria for your poster presentation. So we will be focusing on the content, the appearance, your references, and then your grammar and spelling, punctuation, of course. Next, we have a list of poster presentation tips here. These are not things that you have to go by, but they're tips based on, basically what we will be deciding certain grades and certain criteria on, and it would behoove you to review these presentation tips so that you can be sure that many of the things that we incorporate into this presentation tips guideline sheet are included in your poster presentation assignment. Next, we want you to complete this reflection activity here, number 5. Again, this is not something that is due, but it certainly goes along with what we will be focusing on this week with healthcare reform. So please do review number 5 and do complete that. Here for number 4, we did want you to use a poster template that really focuses on your position with organized clarity and that best fits your personal style. But make sure that you're focusing on these poster presentation tips at the same time. All right, so for assignments that are due this week, you have your discussion reflection assignment, as usual, your weekly discussion, and then you have your contemporary nursing issue project, your final paper, as well as your poster presentation, both due by this Sunday at 11:30 p.m. For your discussion assignment, we would like for you to access the Future of Nursing report, which is located at this link here, and identify which one of the recommendations you believe should be a priority for your state. You want to obviously reference the Future of Nursing report, okay, but you also want to give a reference as to the rationale why your state needs one of these recommendations. So don't simply state that you think your state needs to implement nurse residency programs. You want to state that with some kind of evidential support, literature to back it up, or something that states why you believe the state you live in would benefit from that. And then for your primary post, you will simply choose one student and follow the directions in for your response post, follow the directions in the response post. Just choose one student that has a different recommendation than yours and simply compare and contrast certain similarities and differences between the recommendation that you each selected. You can access, again, that Future of Nursing report here, and when you pull that up, this is what it's going to look like. And then the recommendations start right here. Okay, so number 1 is to remove scope of practice barriers. That really applies to advanced practice nurses, so you may want to focus a little bit down here, starting with 2. But choose one of those recommendations, why you think that would be important for your state, and then compare and contrast when you do your response post. Now, with regard to your poster presentation, you will be submitting your final contemporary paper here. Again, if you are in a group, you will each submit the same paper. Even if one of you has already submitted it, you both must submit it to the grade center so that I can give you a grade. Next, you will submit your contemporary nursing issue poster here. Again, if you are in a group, you will each submit a copy of your poster to the grade center. However, if you are in a group, you only have to post your poster presentation once to the discussion forum. The discussion forum for next week is a little bit different because you will be posting your presentation of your poster by Sunday at 11:30, and then we finish up in midweek with responses to these poster presentations. So please be sure that for next week you are posting your presentation, your poster presentation, in this discussion forum, and then you will do your primary post. We will focus on that in week and module 8. I believe that is all I have for you today. If you have any questions, as usual, please do not hesitate to ask, and have a great week.